Morning. It is Wednesday morning. This is my breakfast. I have the light Thomas English muffins for 3 points, and then I've got half PB Fit and half of this peanut powder here together because now I'm out. I need to go to the store and buy more for 1 point. And then I have my fruit compote, which I made in here, and I put it in this jar here. It's the cherry and berry mix from Target that's frozen, and then I cook it down with a little bit of concentrated apple juice and some water, and then I just added 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to the entire jar. So that I'm counting for 0 points, and then I have 1 orange. So and some cashew milk here for 1 point, and so I've got 5 points total. Calvin is over today. Calvin is showing me how to do his job for the company.
Yeah, as best as I can.
As best as he can. Yeah, there's some IT issues going on here. Today is Friday, and I had some oatmeal this morning with some eggs. And this is what I'm having. This isn't really lunch. This is kind of a snack, and we're going to the buffet tonight with our family that's in town. So I just want something to hold me over because I'm pretty much starving right now. I'm just really hungry. So I'm gonna have 2 thin stackers for 1 point here. And then I've got 1/4 of a small avocado. I'm gonna take a point for that. And then egg white, which is 0 points. I've got a little Molly McButter on it for 0 points. So I've got 2 points. Everybody, it is Friday, and it is buffet night. We are, I've been saving my calories, my points today, because I only had oatmeal this morning and some fruit, and an egg. And I probably had 2 eggs. I think I had 2 eggs because I didn't have any egg whites, so I just went ahead and had 2 full eggs. Otherwise, I would have had more white than the yolk. Anyway, we are going to be having dinner with some family who's in town. That's going to be nice. My brother has been renovating, very busy renovating the rental and doing a fabulous job over there. So working double time really hard. So we're very, very grateful for that. But they're going to be leaving soon. So we get to have a little bit of time with them tonight. So I think I'm not like starving because I had that bit of a snack earlier, so that's good. It took the top off of my hunger. So I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm not even gonna say anything because I always say I'm gonna do something and then I do something totally different. So let's just go with it and see what happens.
I'll eat enough for both of us.
That's okay. All right, see you in a bit. Gorgeous sky. It's so pretty. I was just outside watering the garden and feeding the chickens, and then I happened to look up, and video never does any justice. It looks like it's on fire. It's gorgeous. Hey everybody, good morning. It is Wednesday morning, the 18th of July, and I am in my back little gym area back here. I also have a Chase lounge where I kind of just like cool it in the morning. This is where I do my Bible study early in the morning, and so I'm just kind of like, I've got a pillow here, and I'm just like taking a moment because I'm still exhausted. Last night we didn't get to bed until after 2, and it was more like 3, and then I woke up about 7, so I still have a lot of sand in my eyes, and I am just really, really tired. But I had to get up because I have to use this time before the kids get up because they are going to sleep in a bit. So I can get ready for the day, right? And my brother has left. We've had family in town for about 3 weeks because he's been working on the rental. Now he's done with his portion of the remodel, so he's moved on. He's gone back to California. He's got other jobs there, and but there's still stuff that we need to do here to finish the remodel. So I'm going to be talking to a contractor for some tile work today, and we've got to replace some windows. It's just like some other things that we have to do, And at this point, we're not really even sure. We've kind of stepped back from having it on the market, so we're not quite sure if we should do the rental or the sale at this point. So we have a little bit of time to think about that. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I have to apologize because I just, life has gotten so busy. I've been needing to help take care of, I wanted to spend time with family when I could. And then at the same time, my normal duties keep me kind of busy. And it's really hard to sit down and talk with the constant interruptions, you know what I mean, of 3 little children under the age of 9 happening at all hours, it seems like. But anyway, I have been to check in on my challenge for this month. My 30-minute movement challenge, 5 days a week. I have been doing that very well. I've really been depending on my trampoline work in the morning to get that done. Except last week I did 4 days, not 5 days. I still got heavy steps in, but as far as like having the 30-minute consistent cardio movement, I was lacking on the 1 day for that. So this week I'm being very mindful of that, of getting that in. And I find that if I do that in the morning, it's, really works really well. Now, another thing, because it's so hot outside, I really don't want to use my treadmill because it's like 108, 110, right? And it's just so hot. My treadmill is out on the porch. And so what I do is if I'm not using the trampoline inside, now I just haven't been to the gym. I just have not had time to go to the gym. Because even if I spend like an hour at the gym, there's travel time to and from. I have to carve out like maybe 2.5, 3 hours, to put a gym run in there, and it's just I haven't had that amount of time to spare lately. So if I'm not using the trampoline, then the mini trampoline, then I have a step. Remember when they had step aerobics? I have a stepper or a step. I also have like a stepper, but and what I've found to be, it doesn't seem like it's really hard to do, right? But I just put it down on the ground and I just march up and march down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And it seems like, oh, this isn't a really big deal. It's not going to get my heart racing. It's not going to get me sweaty, right? But I guarantee you, after like the first minute, you start feeling it. After the first 3 minutes, you've already got a sweat going and your legs are kind of tired, and you don't really want to keep pushing, but I just keep on doing that, right? And it really works up a good sweat, and yesterday it's just like I just was kind of drenched, after doing that and working that into my cardio. So that's a really neat thing to have if you can't get out because it's raining or it's too hot. If you can find one of those old steppers, it's just like a step that you walk on and then just walk up and down and up and down. Oh my goodness, that will give you a workout for sure. But anyway, I've been doing pretty good staying on Weight Watchers. I just wanted to update you on this. What I found is that because I've been working, especially with family in town, I've been working in we really haven't been, I don't know, there's a few different out to eat days that I've had to do, right? And I'm finding that if I work those in and make that the majority of my points for that meal, the rest of the time I really depend on those low point or 0 point foods, right? And one of the things that I have discovered, sorry about that. So one of the things that I've discovered is that it's funny because even with, being a little lenient on myself and adding in the sugars, but being mindful, I was kind of worried, what was that going to do to my weight? Now, I haven't lost weight this month because now I've added the sugars in, things, I've just got so much going on. But being mindful of my points and going, okay, I'm going to have a heavy point meal. I'm really going to ring it in, and pull it in and really count on those low point, no point things for the rest of the day. I have been able to still enjoy some out to eat with family, but maintain and not gain 1 ounce over the last 2 weeks, right? So that's great. So anyway, so that is wonderful. But another thing that I've realized, one thing that I've realized with family is that I need to cook more at home, and like not just cook more at home, because I do cook at home when I make my meals for Weight Watching and stuff, but I need to do more family meals for my family rather than this is what mom's having, this is what you guys are having, right? And then there's this ever-present reminder that I'm not included in what the family's having. And it just kind of I wasn't really comfortable with that part of the way I was doing Weight Watchers. And lately, because family's been in town, I started making meals for them. They were staying in our other house, and I would take it over, but I would make the same thing for my family, so my family would have the same thing for dinner. And my husband really appreciated having these full dinners, and so did my kids. We were all eating the same thing, right? And so I would have to give a little on the points, so I would kind of save my points throughout the day for that night, because I knew we were going to have meatloaf or we were going to have something else, right? And it's well, baked chicken's not a real big deal on points, but if I'm going to bake the chicken with the skin, then yeah, you have to really think about those points. And if I'm making some biscuits, granted, I try to make whole grain biscuits because I want to make meals that my family can have too, and I can share with them, but I still want them to be healthy, right? So if I'm making biscuits, they better be whole grain. Instead of having oil, maybe I can add some applesauce, maybe half applesauce and half oil, and cut it down. So just really concentrate on making family meals so that it's not here's what my family's eating and here's my Weight Watcher meal, right? So anyway, I don't mean to go on about that, but that was a really big epiphany that I had started moving away into my own realm of Weight Watching, and I really don't want that for my family. I want to be part of them as much as I can, right? I'm still going to have my 0 point grilled chicken wrap at lunch, right? So that at night when we have that family meal together, I can have what they're having and we can share, right? Because that's really what I want my children to pick up is being able to share, and that we're all able to make good choices and still be with, spend this time together communing with our family. So anyway, I just wanted to check in with you right now, and I'm going to make another vlog today and we'll spend a little more time together. All right, I love you guys. And hey, I want to say thank you to all my new subs, and I want to say thanks to all my old subs for always supporting me. But I really want to say, yeah, I celebrate getting some new subs. Thank you for coming over from the other wonderful channels that sent you here, because I have so many other people that I am a fan of myself, and I appreciate it when they share my channel. And so I appreciate every one of you guys. I notice every one of you, and I want to say thanks. All right. Love you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.